All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a word with Archie first. Archie, as you know, you and I go back a long way, followed your career. I just wanted a bit of a layoff. I honestly felt that with the momentum going, I thought great things. You're back now. Give us the reasons behind first dropping out a little bit, then coming back.
Well, I mean, a lot of it come down to sort of work commitments. End of my last fight, I just changed jobs where the hours were a lot more demanding. So obviously as a result of that, training became a lot more demanding. Obviously boxing, you need to be fit all the time, and when you can't commit, it's hard to, jump into the ring and just do it. I didn't want to be one of those sort of journeyman fighters that just jump in at the last minute, not fit enough. I've had a lot of fights, and I want to sort of stay to a good standard that people know me for. So it was nice to have a bit of a break, and then obviously I've changed jobs again. It's allowed me to get back in touch with West Oxon and get into training again, find my routine, and also get involved in the coaching side of things as well, which I'm thoroughly enjoying.
Yeah, I noticed that you were part of the coaching team, but if we get back to your actual bout and coming back, I mean, there's not much that hasn't been said about Matteo. I mean, the man knows how to sell a fight. He's a real character. You never know what you're going to get, especially on the socials. But one thing I will say is, people at first thought that was Matteo, just this. But if you look at the names he's been in with, he's very durable, he's very hard to stop, and it's like a who's who at your weight. What's your personal feelings on taking that match as you come back?
Well, me and Rich chatted about it. We looked at various different opponents, and Matteo fought our Elias Anderson last year. That went well. I mean, that got quite personal on Elias' side of things. But, from seeing that performance and looking at the other opposition, I thought, the other names don't bother me. He's been a tough customer. He's been in there with those big names, but he's never actually come out on top, has he? And you go back to saying that he's a salesman and a showman. He's supposed to be one of the loudest voices on the white-collar scene. Well, where is he? If he's got any sense about him, he'd be in the gym training. But, I can't see him here, and no one else can see him here. So, says what you need to say, really.
I think you're right there. That is all you need to say. But on that point, you said Elias took it personally. I'm seeing you here. I'm seeing you chilled. You don't feel that way. You're not entering those mind games, are you?
No, not at all. I got no disrespect for the man. At the end of the day, we're both prize fighters. That's what we're in there to do: entertain, put on a good show for everybody, and just enjoy the sport. And he's not said anything disrespectful towards me or any of my family members. So I've got no bad blood against the guy. I just want to get in there, put on a good show for everybody, and give him a bit of a schooling.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on a personal level, as you know, I said I've got history with Archie, so on a personal level, it's really great to see you back, mate. And I think it's going to be a fascinating back. Well done, Archie.
I've just got to say, we missed a couple of names out that Matteo's fought. We mentioned Elias Anderson. He's our cruiserweight champion. He fought Callum Boucher, who the guy is elite. Craig Leadbeater, the most feared man in the UK, unlicensed. He's gone in the ring with these people. And he normally does attend these things, but he's not here. So I'm sure I'll get a video message from him later on, and I'll forward it on the page. But Larry Bowes, you're back. It's been over a year, Larry. You're back on Tank Promotions. You fought a Supermarine. Your opponent's actually here somewhere, Lee Hopkin. But you're coming back now against Ricky Wyatt. We was looking at possibly was the fight was on, it was off, but it's definitely on. He spoke to me this morning. He sent his apologies. He couldn't be here. They got an interclub at their gym. He's bang up for this fight, and I know you are obviously repping Long's gym there in the background. Larry, you're having your first fight in the Mecca. How do you feel?
Yeah, good. I've always wanted to do one at the Mecca, so I thought I carried on training after the last one, Supermarine. Just up the training as it's come closer. And you've matched me up with Ricky Wyatt, and I'll be on the night.
I mean, obviously, Ricky does bring a bit more experience in yourself, and you wanted a hard fight, and I think you've definitely got a hard fight. Your first one, your debut was a good competitive fight until you put that big right hand on Lee. The the way Lee went down, it looks probably worse. He recovered very quick from that, and I think they was a bit disappointed it got stopped. I know the coach was, but look, that's moved on. Lee's recovered. He's gone on and had multiple fights since then. Is that something you're looking at doing, having this fight with Ricky, or is it just one fight at a time for you? What's your plan?
Well, I've been taking one at a time, really. So see how it goes, get this one over and done with, and I enjoy the sport. So I like getting in the gym, love going down Chris's gym, and see how it goes. If it carries on, then get another one in. Hopefully this year, maybe next, whatever.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'll be talking to your coach because I want to see you back, Larry. I want to see you back, definitely. And go on, Malcolm.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Rich, due to my relationship with Chris, which is great, I've had the privilege of working with Simon, with Larry. And what I love about the man is he's a sponge. He listens, he learns, and that right hand wasn't a fluke. So I'm looking forward to this fight because I said Ricky's more experienced, but I'm telling you now, if Larry hits you, you stayed hit. I love his attitude when Chris lets Simon and I train him. He takes it all on board, and I think there's plenty in the tank, and I'd love to see far more fights.
Do you know what? I got to echo that because I actually met Larry last week and we did a few rounds, and I've done tens of thousands over the years, and I wouldn't have thought he's a one-fight novice, and I was like flipping out. I'm glad that I've retired, Larry. But listen, I wish both of these boxers all the very best. It's going to be a big night on the 22nd of February.